An unexpected find. Ava's heart pounded as she crept through the dimly lit corridors of the cargo ship. At 17, she was used to making herself invisible, a skill that had served her well as a stowaway. But today, fate had something different in store. She stumbled upon a hatch she'd never seen before. Curiosity overtook caution as she pried it open, revealing a small spacecraft of unmistakably alien design. Its sleek, angular hull seemed to beckon her. More than meets the eye. Inside the craft, Ava found herself drawn to a strange suit of armor, unlike anything she had seen. As if in a trance, she reached out to touch it. The moment her fingers brushed the smooth metallic surface, the armor came alive. It shifted and reconfigured, wrapping itself around her body, as if it had been made for her. Ava gasped as a surge of energy coursed through her, the armor's systems interfacing with her own. A power awakened. Ava stood, marveling at her transformation. The armor felt like a second skin, responding to her thoughts as if it were an extension of herself. She could feel its power thrumming, waiting to be unleashed. But this discovery would not go unnoticed. As Ava explored her newfound abilities, little did she know that her actions had set in motion a chain of events that would change her life, and possibly the fate of the galaxy, forever. A steep learning curve. Ava quickly realized that controlling the armor's capabilities was not as simple as she first thought. Every movement sent her careening in unexpected directions, the suit's enhanced strength proving difficult to regulate. As she struggled to find balance, the ship's AI flickered to life. "Greetings, Ava," it intoned, its voice calm and measured. "I am Orion, the onboard artificial intelligence. I am here to assist you." An unconventional education. Under Orion's guidance, Ava began to understand the intricacies of the armor. The AI led her through a series of exercises, helping her to harness the suit's potential. "The armor enhances your natural abilities," Orion explained. "Speed, strength, durability. But its true power lies in its adaptability. It learns from you as much as you learn from it." Trial by fire. Ava's training was put to the test sooner than expected. An alarm blared through the ship, warning of an incoming threat. A rogue asteroid, drawn off course by the ship's activation, was hurtling directly towards them. With Orion's guidance, Ava navigated to the ship's exterior. She took a deep breath, focusing her mind as the AI had taught her. The armor responded, shielding her from the vacuum of space. As the asteroid approached, Ava realized she had no choice. She braced herself and leaped from the ship, propelling herself towards the oncoming threat. In that moment, girl and armor worked as one, a powerful unity forged in the heat of adversity. Unwanted attention. The destruction of the asteroid did not go unnoticed. Light years away, a formidable alien faction known as the Chronicles detected the armor's activation. For centuries, they had sought this legendary relic, believing it held the key to their dominion over the galaxy. Commander Zorgan, the ruthless leader of the Chronicles, immediately dispatched his most elite warriors to retrieve the armor. A narrow escape. Ava had barely stepped back onto the ship when Orion's alarmed voice filled the cockpit. "Multiple Chronicles vessels approaching. They have locked onto our location." Without hesitation, Ava leaped into the pilot's seat. The armor interfaced with the ship's controls, Orion guiding her actions. Together, they plotted a desperate jump into hyperspace, the alien vessels hot on their trail. Pieces of the puzzle. "Orion, what aren't you telling me?" Ava demanded as they raced through the swirling vortex of hyperspace. "Why are these aliens after the armor?" The AI hesitated, as if calculating the risks of revealing too much. "The armor is part of an ancient legacy," it said finally. "A technology that could tip the balance of power in the galaxy. The Chronicles have sought it for generations." Ava felt the weight of this revelation settle upon her. She had not asked for this responsibility, but now it was hers whether she wanted it or not. As the ship hurtled through the cosmos, Ava steeled her resolve. She would not let the armor fall into the hands of the Kyrax. No matter the cost, she would protect it and uncover its true purpose. A risky maneuver. Ava's ship emerged from hyperspace near a remote space station, its hull battered and systems compromised from the relentless pursuit. "We need repairs," Orion stated, its usually calm voice tinged with urgency. "This station is our best chance." Ava guided the ship into a docking bay, the armor helping to compensate for the damaged thrusters. As she stepped onto the station, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was walking into another problem. An unexpected encounter. In a dimly lit corner of the station's cantina, Ava's path crossed with Zane, a mysterious alien with an aura that commanded attention. He seemed to instantly recognize the armor, his eyes widening in surprise. "You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into, human," he said, his voice low and urgent. "The Kyrax will never stop hunting you now." A tentative trust. Despite her initial reservations, Ava found herself confiding in Zane. His knowledge of the armor and the Kyrax's intentions proved invaluable. "The armor was created by my ancestors," Zane revealed, "a last resort against the Kyrax's tyranny. But they could not control its power. It was hidden, waiting for a worthy champion." Ava was taken aback. Champion. She was just a stowaway, a survivor. But Zane seemed to see something more in her, a potential she hadn't yet recognized in herself. As the Kyrax closed in on their location, Ava and Zane formed an uneasy alliance. Together, they hatched a plan to confront the enemy head-on, a desperate gambit to end the chase once and for all. A bold plan. Ava and Zane worked quickly to repair the ship, the need to move pressing upon them. As they worked, they refined their strategy. A direct assault on the Kyrax command ship. "It's a risk," Zane admitted. "But if we can get close enough, the armor's power could disable their systems, give us a fighting chance." Ava nodded, the weight of the responsibility settling heavily on her shoulders. But there was a glimmer of something else too. Excitement, a sense of purpose she had never known. Into the lion's den. They emerged from hyperspace in the heart of Kyrax territory, alarms blaring as they were immediately swarmed by enemy ships. Ava pushed the armor and herself to their limits, dodging and weaving, the ship's weapons blazing. Zane navigated them through the chaos, guiding them toward the hulking command ship. As they approached, Ava channeled all her focus into the armor, willing it to do the impossible. A desperate stand. On the command ship's bridge, Commander Zorgan watched in disbelief as his systems flickered and failed, the armor's power overwhelming them. In that moment of vulnerability, Ava and Zane transported aboard. The battle that followed was fierce, a 17-year-old girl in alien armor facing down the might of the Kyrax elite. But Ava fought with a determination born of desperation and a growing realization of her own potential. As the final blow was struck, as Zorgan fell before the power of the armor, Ava stood tall, Zane at her side. They had won the battle. But the war, and the armor's true purpose, still lay ahead. Revelation. In the aftermath of the battle, Ava and Zane searched the Kyrax databanks, seeking answers. What they found changed everything. The armor was not just a weapon, Zane said, awe in his voice. It was a peacekeeper, a tool meant to unite the galaxy, not divide it. Ava felt the weight of this knowledge settle upon her. The power she wielded was not just for destruction, but for creation, for protection. A difficult choice. With the Kyrax defeated, Ava faced a choice. She could walk away, leave the armor and its burdens behind. Or she could embrace her role, become the champion the galaxy needed. In the end, the decision was clear. Ava had seen too much, come too far, to turn back now. The armor had chosen her, and she would honor that choice. A new beginning. Under Ava's guidance, a fragile peace began to take hold. She used the armor's power to bring warring factions to the negotiating table, to protect the vulnerable and uplift the downtrodden. And when the work was done, when a tentative stability had been achieved, Ava turned her eyes to the stars. There was so much more to see, so much more to do. With Zane as her navigator and Orion as her constant companion, Ava set out to explore the galaxy, ready for whatever adventures lay ahead. She had started this journey as a stowaway, a lost girl searching for a place to belong. She had found that, and more. She had found a purpose, a power, and the courage to wield them both. The galaxy would never be the same, and neither would she.